Okay, hey friends, today we are going to learn about Power Apps. So, for creating apps, we need to go to this site, okay, and till this light loads, let's understand what are Power Apps. So, Power App is basically software as a service which is provided by Microsoft, okay, and it is a part of Office 365, okay, and what is it that makes it different from the other apps? Okay, like we have various mobility platforms like Cordova, Xamarin, and then why Power Apps. So the point is that using Power Apps we can build apps quickly without writing code. So all those power users who want to quickly develop an app, have knowledge about Excel, Access, here it is. So they can build apps here quickly, and then the second point is that we can publish this app across various platforms like Android, iOS, Windows. So the same app will work on Android, iOS, and Windows, and including the size of the screen, so whether it's a small screen, a small phone, or a tablet. So the app will work. Okay, so there is no issues with it. The other part is that you do not worry of publishing your apps to the app store like the Google store. So you don't have to wait for months for getting an approval, certificate, and all those stuff. You can directly publish your apps to the Power Apps, and then users can access the app from the Power app. So it is an app inside an app. So Microsoft has basically created a tool called as Power Apps, and in that you can build your own apps. So all your apps are contained into Power Apps. So all this performance monitoring, the layouts, the controls, everything is done provided by Microsoft. So also what makes it different is that you have 100 plus connectors available. So you can connect to Azure, you can connect to Outlook, you can connect to Active Directory, you can connect to SQL, you can connect to SharePoint, you can connect to OneDrive. So you can connect to multiple data sources. Okay, so that saves your time and time a lot. So let's have a look at what is it. So here you can see the various data sources that's available. So you can have a common data service, like you can create your own service, publish it to Azure, and then you can access that, or you can use OneDrive for business, Dynamics 365, and yes, mind it, all these data sources can be used in a single app. Okay, then we have the blank app, so you can start from a phone layout or a tablet layout, and then you can select the predefined templates available. So let's take select phone layouts, and here we can see the various templates available. So let's check out this template, and then you can see here, yeah, so there's a built-in templates available. Okay, and now let's create a new app, and let's select a phone layout. So yeah, it takes some time for getting things ready, and from here let's see what all things PowerApps provide. So first we have the menu where you have the file, okay, and in file you have the app settings where you can provide a name to your app. You can change the background color, and I can make it as orange. I can have some icons selected here, so maybe I'll have icon of smiley, I like that. Okay, and then you have option of changing the screen size from landscape to portrait. You can do that as well. Okay, so let's save this for now. Okay, so now once you have done with that, so yeah, so initially when you create a blank app, you get a default screen. Okay, now you can create menus and all. For that, you have something called as insert, and inside you have something called as icons. So let's see list of icons. You have add, cancel, edit. You have everything whatever you want. So you can create, let's create an rectangle, and let's do something. Okay, and add some text here. For that you'll add a label. Okay, so I'll add a label here. Okay, and the label I'll go to home and I'll make it center. Okay, so I can just change the tag as my demo app. Okay, and I can go to here. So yeah, and I can just double click this. I can make it as bold. I can change the color to white, and yeah, that's done. This way you can create your menu bars from here, or you can add images if you want. You can do that as well. That is also possible. So you can go here, you can go to media, and you can add your all images, icons, whatever you want, and once those are added they will be available here. Okay, so for now let's delete this. Okay, you cannot delete it because at least one screen needs to be there. I just wanted to show you that we have built-in screens available. So we have a blank screen, a scrollable screen, a list screen, okay, and then we have something called as a form screen. Okay, so these are the various screens that are available. Okay, so let's delete this. So you can delete a screen, you can rename a screen, you can move things up and down. Okay, and then let's give a name to this, demo app. Okay, and yeah, so once you have given a name to this, let's design a sample screen. And for designing a sample screen, let me take some help of circles. So yeah, I will just take this. Okay, and then I will just do Control V and apply this here, and then one more Control V. So you can do a Control C, Control V, or you can copy it from here and paste it here. So that can also be done. Okay. 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 Now once that is done, I can either add a label to this and write new search, something like that, or I'll just add an icon. Okay. Then I'll add an icon here that's called as a search. Okay. Then I'll add an icon here, and that icon may be some calendar. Okay. So once that is done, I can select them as we do it in PowerPoint. And then what else? So you can change the color. So these are all the properties which are available for the icons. So it may be a button, label, text box, any control. Here you can see the various properties. So I want to change the color, and I can just select as white. Okay, so that's what it is. Now it's white. Maybe I want to change the size. I can do that as well. I can do it from here, or I can do it from here, and I'll make this as 100. So yeah, that's done. But again, I'll have to move this, and a bit to move this. So yeah, so here you can quickly, how like in 5 to 10 minutes I was able to create a good screen, right? Other than that, you have labels, you have buttons, you have text box, and you have HTML text, you have a pen input. So you can have a signature kind of stuff done here. Then let's see controls. So we have button, drop down, combo box, state picker, list box, checkbox, radio button, toggle, slider, rating, timer, PDF viewer, Power BI attachment. So we'll have a look at these controls in some another session. But yeah, these are the various controls, and mind you, all of them are touch friendly. Okay, then we have the various galleries and all. We'll come back to galleries a bit later. We have something called as a data table, where you can show a table kind of thing. But now let's ignore it. Then we have forms, the display and edit forms. Then we have media. In media we have image, we have camera control, you can scan a barcode, you can take a video, you can have a microphone, you can show play an audio, and then we have charts and then icons. So this was about the insert section. In the home, yeah. So other than that, what else we have is that you can do a search. So I can type an icon, I can see all the icons, I can rename it from here, or I can also rename it from the properties part. Okay, I can do that. Yeah, we can also have two views, one is a screen view and another tree view. So yeah, this is the thing about this navigation. Here you can see the various properties. Okay, so yeah, you can have visibility set, you can have the display mode, disabled, view, position. Then you can create rules like we used to create an info path. Like, okay, and then we have advanced section where we'll come back to this a bit later on. Okay, so yeah, so then we have, okay, so yeah, so we saw that we have the pre-formatted screens and controls, which saves our time. We don't have to write any code, so things are very quickly done. So yeah, so other great thing is that we have something called as themes. So I can quickly go here and change the theme. Yeah, and the theme will get applied to all the screens. So you can see, yeah, wow, what a nice screen that got created. I can also change the font, and it should be italics. I can do that. So when you do it for the first item, it automatically gets applied to all other items. It's like a templating section which is available, so you need not worry about that. Okay, so other than that, what you have is the, yeah, so let's see how we can connect to multiple data sources and how is that possible. Okay, so yeah, so let's go to view, let's go to data sources and add a data source. Okay, so we can see the list of connections here, and there are more than 100. So you have a SharePoint list, you have a weather forecast list, you have Outlook, you have Dynamics, you have Google Drive, Google Contacts, and everything you want. Okay, so let's connect to some SharePoint for now. Okay, so let's go to SharePoint. You select PowerApps. That's the name of my site basically, and then I click on ID request, connect. Along with that, I would like to also connect to an OneDrive, just to show that you can connect to multiple data sources for a single app. So let's connect to OneDrive as well. Okay, OneDrive for business, and let's connect to this color code Excel. Color code. Okay. Okay, so now we are connected to two data sources, and let's see. So maybe on click of this, I want to show you how we can navigate. I'm just creating one more screen, and that screen is screen 1. Okay, and then on click of this, which I wanted to show you something interesting. So on, like for buttons, we used to have a click event. Here we have on select events. Okay, so it can be for icon, button, combo box, drop down everywhere. Okay, so now I'll go to click, write something called as navigate. Okay, here the name of the screen one, but the kind of animation we want, and then that's it. So now let's, okay, so for playing this we have to play the play pattern, and I can click on this, and yeah, you're there on the new screen. So wow, no writing code. You can do undo, you can do redo from here. Okay, so now let's see. Yeah, so yeah, so also, so as I had showed you, we have something called as gallery, and I'll show you depth about gallery, but for now I will show you how to connect to a data source. So yeah, so you have this data, and from here you have to select the IT request. That's my name of the data source, and then from here I can see the list of templates. So for now I just want a simple title and subtitle, and then from here I can select the title, and maybe I can select the priority as subtitle as a title, and yeah, so something like this. Okay, and yeah, screen one, I'll insert one more gallery, maybe a blank gallery, and I'll insert something called as color code, and then from here I'll select title. So yeah, so I was able to connect to more than one data source. Okay, like this. Okay, but in this way you can have your Outlook, your Dynamics, and everything can be showed in an app. Okay, so I talked to you about the themes. I talked about what are Power Apps and why are they useful. So Power Apps are, generally more focused upon modern UI, mobility, and that's why most of the users now want to do things from mobile. They want things to be responsive, and that's why InfoPath Microsoft is no longer supporting, and that's why the replacement for InfoPath is Power Apps. So all those people who are using InfoPath, think about moving your InfoPath to Power Apps. But before that, I just wanted to explain you one more thing. So IT request, that's the name of my list. So for Power App to work, the first thing that you need to do is you need to change the list experience. The list experience is that you need to have it in the modern UI format. And for doing that, you have to go to the list settings. And in the list settings, you have an advanced setting option. And there you have to change it to the new experience. If it is a classic experience, your Power Apps, you won't see the option of creating a Power App. So this is for SharePoint specific, but yeah, when you're creating an app from the scratch, you do not worry about that. But if you're creating an app from SharePoint, which we'll be doing in one of the demos, you have to enable this setting. Okay, so yeah, that's what about things, and then let's see what other features PowerApp has. So it is an edit form, and in edit form I want to connect to a data source like ID request. I can do that quickly, and snap to columns. You can see that's feature. That's one of the great features which we have it right now. So now you can see that the columns are stacked one below the another, but now if I do it too, you can see it change. Also, thing is that I can just move it. Sorry, let me just move it. For that, for moving this, I'll have to just unlock it. So I'll have to unlock it, and now okay, got it. So for moving it, I just have to change the size and see like this. So if I have to do this, I can do this as well. Other than that, I can also go here and say that I want the layout to be horizontal. So I can do that as well, and I can make this as 1. So you can change the layout on the fly. That's a great advantage. You can, design any kind of form you want quickly. So that's what I was talking about. And also you can go to the app settings. You can have an option of changing the layout to landscape portrait, and you just have to apply, and there you go. Okay, so yeah, that's it. And then you come back here and then see like this. It works great. Okay, so yeah, so once you have created the app, in order for the app to be available to the users, you have to publish it. And for publishing the app, you have to save your app, and once you save your app, it will give an option to publish. So you can publish this app, and once you publish your app, you can open your mobile, download PowerApp from the App Store. I've downloaded from my Windows 10 laptop, and I'll just open it and show that to you how the app plays. So till then this opens, let's see what all things we learned. We have a home screen. From the home screen we can change the theme, we can have inbuilt screens available, we can do a group also. I did not show you group by, right? Let me show you group by. So let's group these things together, and let's click on this. Okay, and then have a group by. So it's like a PowerPoint. So you can group things, you can now move them wherever you want. Okay, and then in the insert tab you have the labels, you have buttons, text, controls, gallery, editable forms, media, charts and icons, and we can have a look at it one by one in our next demos. Okay, I showed you how you can connect to multiple data sources, and then I also talked about various properties which we have. Like we used to have a click property in web, we have on select property, and on select you can write whatever function you want. Okay, and yeah, okay, here you can see the properties. Here you have a section where you can create new rules as used to create an info path, and here you have an advanced section where I'll talk about it later on. You can do undo, you can do redo, and you can play your app from here. I guess this is opened. Okay, here I can see all the list of apps available. So I'll just click here, download. And once I click on download, it should be downloading the app. See? Okay. So I had changed my screen, that's why you can see it like that. Yeah. So yeah. Let me just delete the screen, and let me show you. Yeah, and the one. So here you can see how it looks beautifully. Okay. And then after that, yeah, that's it about PowerApps for today. But I talked about the formulas. You can search things here, and yeah, that's it for now. So for getting started, this is sufficient, and I'll come up with new demos where I'll talk to you about connecting to an Excel, connecting to SharePoint list, and how we can play with it. Thank you all, and subscribe to my channel to get notified about more demos on PowerApp and the new features which are coming up. Thank you all. Bye bye. Take care.